Let's be honest, one of the main reasons why we start playing guitar is to impress other people. And when it comes to soloing when you're first starting out, that can be hard to do because you're just learning scales, you're just learning how to figure things out. So today, I'm going to give you a lick that you can play, and it's going to sound really impressive and be able to impress all your friends with it. And it's not that hard to play. It's going to be a piece of cake. So let's dive right into it. In order to do this, I'm going to show you where this is in the key of A minor. And all you need to do this in other keys is slide it up and down. I'll show you what note you need to focus on at the end so that you can slide this around to any key. Now, I'm going to assume that you already probably know your minor pentatonic scale in A minor. So that's starting on your 5th fret of your 6th string, and then your 8th fret, and then on your 5th string, playing your 5th and 7th fret, on your 4th string, 5 and 7 again, 3rd string, 5 and 7, 2nd string, 5 and 8, and then on your 1st string, 5 and 8. Okay, so this lick is based kind of on that scale. Okay, what we're gonna be doing is we're going to use the top 2 strings where we play 5 and 8. And we're going to play those notes, but we're going to add some phrasing and turn this into the kind of lick that you can just repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat. And the faster you do it, the better it sounds. Now, when it comes to playing this fast though, that doesn't mean you're going to have to do a lot of picking. We're going to use hammer-ons and pull-offs. We're going to make this sound awesome. So check this out. Let's go to your 1st string on your 5th fret with your 1st finger. And what I want you to do is actually bar, not really bar, it's a double stop. You're gonna lay your finger flat on 5 on your 1st string and your 2nd string, okay? Because what you're gonna do is then you're going to play your 5th fret on your 1st string, and you're going to hammer on with your 3rd or 4th finger, okay? If you have not worked your pinky out a lot, use your 3rd finger. If you want to work your pinky out a lot, use your pinky. If you're already comfortable with your pinky, use your pinky, okay? It'll be easy. But what you're gonna do is pick 5, and then you're going to hammer on to the 8th fret, and then pull off back to 5. Like that. Or with my pinky, it looks like this. Okay, now that's a good workout for you. You can just sit and do that. And we're gonna turn that into a kind of a triplet lick. A triplet is when you take 3 notes and squish them into the space that's meant for 2 notes. Okay, we should do a whole video on that one day, but that is going to sound like this. Right? The more that you do it, the faster you get and the cooler it sounds. And here's the cool thing, it's not that hard, right? Now, if you're having trouble building calluses on your fingers, this is really gonna get your callus on your pinky and on your 3rd finger, okay? So you're gonna get good calluses on those. But then we're gonna do the exact same thing on your 2nd string. On your 2nd string, we're doing 5 again, and you're gonna hammer on to 8 and pull off. And then repeat those 3 notes. Now you do want to do this slow at first to make sure that everything is nice and smooth and clean, and then you're going to build up that speed. But that's going to start sounding like this. Now, right now, when I play that fast, you're probably like, wait a minute, that's way harder. Trust me, you're going to sit down, you're going to pick up your guitar, you're going to try this out. And it's not going to take you long. You're going to start picking that up and building up the speed. You spend a good week practicing this and just working on it. You can throw this into solos and just start blowing people's minds, okay? Now, for the actual lick, what we're going to do is we're going to combine what we just did. We're going to play triplets, doing a hammer-on and a pull-off with 5 and 8 on your 1st string. And then we're going to change strings and do it on your 2nd string. Go back to your 1st string, go back to your 2nd string. We're just going to alternate 1st string, 2nd string, 1st string, 2nd string. So we get this. Does that sound cool? Let's try it a little bit more. This is the kind of lick that when I was first starting out playing, I discovered this. I didn't learn this from a song. I didn't have a teacher that showed me this. This is just a lick that I discovered when I was forced to solo by myself, mostly playing in jazz band and jamming with my buddies. And this was the kind of lick that I would throw in all the time because it sounds fast, it sounds really hard, but it's way easier to play than it actually sounds, right? It sounds harder than it is to play. Now, this is in the key of A minor, okay? And here's the note that you need to pay attention to. You need to know that the 5th fret on your E string is your A note. So that means if you're playing a song that's in a different key, let's say you're in the key of D, what you're going to do is you're going to find D on that string. So we're going to go A here, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, and then D. So D is your 10th fret, and I'm going to do the same pattern. So instead of 5 and then going up 3 frets to 8, I'm going to do 10, and I'm going to go up 3 frets to 13. Or let's say we're in the key of G. You slide that note down to G, which is your 3rd fret. And you do the same thing. Now it's 3 and 6. Now, the other thing that you could do, there's another way that you can play this. It's actually just a little bit easier, but it's the same idea. What we're going to do is if we're in the key of A minor and we have that scale and we're playing that, what we're going to do is instead of 5 and 8, the next mode of that scale goes up to 8 and 10. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the exact same thing, but now I'm going to do it with my 1st and 3rd only, okay? But I'm going to do that on 8 and 10. Right? Now, here's the trick with that is if you're doing that way where it's 8 and 10, the root note is your 3rd finger on the 2nd string. So for minor, that 10 on your 2nd string, that's your A note, okay? So that means I'm in the same key and I'm playing these same notes, pretty much the same notes. It's the same scale, but that note is going to determine what key I'm in. So if I'm in the key of C, I need to slide this up to 13 and 11 because C, we're going to have A here, 12 is B, and 13 is C. And if I want to do this in C minor, then I would do. And that's going to sound really cool. So the trick is going to be starting to jam with some different backing tracks in different keys like A minor, C minor, B flat, whatever it is, right? And as you're doing it, you're jamming, you're going along. And you just have to throw that lick in. You have to force yourself to do it. The first few times that you try it, it's really going to stink. It is, okay? But the good news is the more that you push yourself to do it and you do it frequently, the more smooth you're going to get with doing that, right? This lick, one of my favorite licks for you to use that will immediately start to give you a little bit of speed and make you sound more advanced than you currently are, probably. And it's something that sounds way harder to play than it actually is, so it's great for impressing all your friends. So go work on this lick by jamming to some backing tracks, finding the correct key that you need to be in, And then as you're improvising, you throw in this cool lick, and this lick is going to make you sound awesome. So I hope that was helpful for you. If this was helpful for you, I have another gift for you at my website. If you go to simpleguitar.com/top10, there I have a guide called The Top 10 Things to Learn on Guitar First. And being creative and learning how to solo, this is one of the things I think everybody should be doing on guitar. So go grab that guide. It's got 10 things that's going to help you get more musical bang for your buck, like throwing this lick into your solos is going to do for you. And have fun, and I will catch you in the next video.